Very cool. Very cool. And he never went bushcrafting again. Wow. Wally here, guys. It's a bit dark and it's only 20 past 3. I am running out of light. Guys, I am out. I am out. Tonight is going to be my first night ever sleeping in the hot tent behind me, guys. It is going to be a balmy -3 tonight. Can you believe that? -3. So I am going to get this set up. It's pretty much all set up. Got to do some stuff with the bed. Got to get the fire lit first thing. Get some of that. Look at the lovely pigeon poop. Pigeon poo everywhere. Everywhere. Well, at least I know when the apocalypse comes, I can eat pigeon from the forest. Right, let's get her done. The camera does not like this dark. It's too dark. So let's spark this bad boy up. It's a lot of stuff for one man, 2 dogs, isn't it? This is probably not very bushcraft, but yeah, we're pretty much set up. I just want to get something down on the floor because there is no floor in this tent. It's just the ground. So I want to make sure that I have. Yeah, I want the stove boiling for a good bit. I want it heated up for a good bit, and I'm going to get some water on and get some coffee on the go before I run out of my coffee time. So here we are. Check it out. Fire, wood, Bruno, a table, lanterns, dog's beds are going over there, guys, and that's my bed over there with a mattress and everything. My God, this is as far away from camping as I have ever been in my life, guys. Yeah, so I'm just going to get some water on. I'm going to have a coffee, have some chocolate. It will be dark in about 15 minutes. This is the problem. So I actually have my log pile split into 2. You'd be glad to hear. I have let me get this first actually. I have my log pile split into 2. This pile here is hardwood and this pile is softwood from the forest. So I gotta say that really helps, just having that right there. I'll go get some water on. Culinary delights tonight, guys. It's a whole big pot of military rations, including breakfast. So I'll go fill this up and heat it up. And this is why my French press, guys, is a single wall stainless steel French press, for this exact reason, so that I can pop that on like that and I can heat up the water for my coffee in the French press. That is my cunning plan. Very cool. Very cool. And he never went bushcrafting again. Wind that up a bit. There's a fair bit of a learning curve involved in this cooking on a stove crack. I'm not very late for coffee. That might come back and regret me. It is 5 o'clock. For me, that's late. But the coffee is made. It took long enough. It took longer than expected. And I think you really have to open up the fire to get it going, to get a lot of, to get a lot of heat into the top of the box of the stove. So I'm only going to have 1 cup. But it's cold now. You can really feel the drop in temperature. By the way, Bruno, coffee time. Okay, so tonight's culinary oh no, how did I manage to do that? I have 2 spaghetti and meatballs. I'm only going to have one. I have 2 spaghetti and meatballs, and I have chicken, sausages and beans for the breakfast, and I have some mixed fruit in pineapple juice for dessert tonight. So let's stick this bad boy in. I probably need more water, do you know that? Whoa. Nah, I'll just shove it down in there. I'll go get more water. Use this for transportation. I have to say, once the fire burns down a little bit, you really notice a temperature drop in here. Bruno is, I have to leave the door open a little bit because Bruno is just wants in and out all the time, don't you, Bruno? But the tent is remarkably dry. Like it was soaking, you know, like it was soaking. It's been raining here for weeks and weeks, and there's very little heat on the actual tent itself. Do you know what I mean? Like this silicone flange does a flange does an amazing job. Bruno, you need to stop walking in front of the stove. He loves it. He's just like lying here on the ground all the time. I have a coat for him. I must put it on. But I'm going to fire this up. You get out of the way. I got a nice piece of sycamore in there now. I'm hoping that... Bruno, really? I'm hoping that the hardwood will make it burn a wee bit better and a wee bit longer. Because I had it closed down a little bit. And literally you can feel the difference. Do you know what I mean? So once you close up the vent, she's not pumping out as much heat, and the cold just seeps back into the tent. It is a 6-meter tent, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of space to heat up. This is what I thought. This is what I've always been thinking. I was thinking that if you had a sheet of galvanized steel behind it there, it might radiate the heat out a wee bit more. I'm not really sure. I might make a platform. But, oh, you have a stick. I might do a lot of things. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I'll go get some more. Very cool, but very cool. Warm enough. Look. You set out the beds and Bruno lies on the floor. Okay, so I'm hoping my grub's ready. I have a head torch on. You can see the steam there. Turn it off. This is the major drawback about these lavas. Bruno, you just get out of the way. About these teepees. They are very dark. They're very dark. No, Bruno, come on now. Don't get in between me and the fire again. There you go. They're very dark. So even in the daytime, they're dark on the inside. Like now, obviously, it makes no difference tonight. But you stop it, will you? You stop it. But guys, you can feel the cold. You really can. It's not super cold, but it's going to be cold. I'm not talking to this. I'm talking to the camera. Look, it's up here. It's up here. Look, it's up here. There's a good boy. He's confused. He thinks I'm talking to the stove. Therefore, he is getting in between me and the stove, so that I give him all my attention. No, you're too close. Look, get into your bed. Come on, you're too close. You're too close. You're too close. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. This thing has been on for ages. I'm going to assume that it is ready. It has been slowly, no, Bruno, away, boiling away. Bruno, don't lick that. It's boiling hot. It's a big idiot, you. I like these wings. Can you see these wings here? Don't lick that. Look. So what I can do is I can move wood about, dry it a wee bit more, you know, just make sure that it's completely dry before I put it into the stove, which is very cool because some of this stuff has come from the house. Bruno, you are completely in my way. I got a nice big piece of... Do you know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring a poker. No. And that's it. And I'm going to have something to eat, and I'll turn you back on just before I go. quit. You're so... Hope they're not too cold. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is the dogs being too cold. I have lots of wool blankets and stuff, and they have their little coats on, but I'm not happy with his coat. It's just not good enough. Can you stop it? And he has such short hair, and there's a possibility that he'll run out of here in the middle of the night and jump into the river, because that's the sort of crap that he does. Do you know? He's a pointer. That is their... No. No. Guys, I'm trying to dry my shorts as well. Because I'm going... Now! That's enough. I'm going to get into the river in the morning. Okay. So, the meatballs and spaghetti is absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm putting the other one on. I'm eating the other one. That is by far one of the best rations I've tasted in a long time. Very, very nice. Use a piece of firewood there. Just push it down. Yeah, very good. Very, very nice, guys. Love it. Good morning, guys. It's just after 8 o'clock. This is going to be a very bushcrafty. two lighters on a piece of wood. The fire didn't burn out fully, and you know, I did have to get up and relight it once, and the second time I just sort of let it go. It was cold, but I wasn't actually cold, if you know what I mean. It was a very cold night. And that is the most I have ever burnt this stove. So we'll get a nice big fire going in it this morning. We'll heat up some food. Now I'm going to go for a dip in the river. So what I want is, I want all this running, heating up. I want the food and everything and the water boiling and all that stuff before I go out and get into the river, so that when I come back it's all ready to rock. Cold. Dogs are great. No issues with the dogs either. Sometimes they can be a real pain in the ass. No, they were completely fine. But this is a video for another channel. Time to get in the water. So guys, that's me. Food's nearly ready. Water's nearly ready for the coffee. The camera is not enjoying the cold, I have to say. But yeah, first night out in the hot tent. It's grand, absolutely fine, guys. That was a severe test. It was like -3. Probably having the bed over there, I might move it to here, so that's closer to the stove, if that makes sense. So you're sort of waiting for the heat from the stove to come the whole way across the tent. And if I was just sitting here, if I had it right here, you know, the heat from the stove's getting to you quicker. So I think that's what I'll probably do. Dogs are fine. Was testing the Corinthia Defense 4, the Varusteleka one, guys, and it was 100%. At no stage was I cold. Do you know what I mean? And it was -3. So I know it's very hard to see me, guys. Apologies. It is just dawn. So, but I'm going to leave you there. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay frosty. Bruno, why do you have to be in front of my fire? He got into the river with me to Egypt, and it's freezing. Let's have a look outside. Check out this morning. You guys are all steamy. And I will leave you guys with that beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.